Do you know that 50% of the freshman students at our state universities every year, half are not there the next year? What happens to them? I can tell you. Flunk out, drop out, kicked out, party out, pass out, whatever, they're done, okay? Why does it happen? It goes back to one thing I think personally that they didn't do, and it's not their fault. Has anyone ever told you guys how to buy a college? No, but you know how to buy stuff, don't you? You want to go out and buy a car after school? You all know how to do it. Test drive it, slam the doors, kick the tires. Yeah, it's a solid car, man, I'll take it. So how do you buy a college then? Walk up there, slam the door, kick the wall. Yep, it's a solid place, man, I'm here. Yeah. How do you buy a college? That's the big question. How do you make good choices with this kind of stuff? You know what? Here's the scoop. When you start looking at this, what to look for in a college, there are some things you want to check out, all right? You've got for-profit colleges and career colleges and big and small and liberal arts and public and private and all those wonderful things, technology schools, religious schools, so you have options, right? And it's the same with military. If you're thinking military, you've got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. What do you look for in any place that you're going to consider? Here's the first thing. Number one, find out what their goal is for you. This is your future. Make sure you're on the same page, okay? That is so huge. I don't know about Mr. Kenny or Mr. Pergitone, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, if any of you ever walked into my office, sat down and said, Mr. Heaton, if I come to your college, what would your goal be for me? I'd look you square in the eye and tell you very truthfully, our goal is to get rid of you as fast as we possibly can. We don't like having our students around, not because we don't like them, but as a career college, we want them gone in 2 years or less if possible. Even though we have bachelor and master's and doctorate and all that, the key is employment. Find out what their goal is. Make sure you're on the same page. Major. Do they have my major? It sounds really stupid, right? Of course they're going to have my major. I chose this place. You would not believe the number of people who end up in our offices after they've been to school for a couple years, and they sit down and they say, well, I want to transfer. Really? Okay, great. Where were you coming from? And they tell me, and I was like, okay. I said, now, what grade were you in? How long have you been there? You go, oh, I'm a junior. I said, really? You want to transfer? You're a junior? You already got that far? You know, whatever? And I said, why do you want to do that? They said, well, I got to my college, I started going to school, and I got to my junior year, and they said I had to declare a major. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty typical. And so I went in and met with the academic person, and I said, this is what I want to do. And they told me that they don't have that major there. I'm like, really? So you attended that college for a couple years, didn't know they didn't have your major? And they said, yes. And I said, well, why did you choose that college in the first place? Well, I got a brochure in the mail when I was a senior, and the campus looked really pretty, so I sent in my application. Yeah. Happens all the time, okay? Oh, employment rate. What is their employment rate? If they can't tell you, you're going to school for what? Because you love school, right? No, because you want to get a good career, right? Make some money. If they can't tell you the employment rate, that's a big factor. Location. You might want to be close to home, or you might want to be as far away from your mom and dad as you possibly can get. I don't know. That's up to you. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. Class size. You guys heard horror stories about college classes, 200-300 people? My average class size in college, just so you know, was 250. I had 4 with 700, which would be about the size of this room, and I had 1 with 1,000. Some people are cool with that. Other people, it's an issue. Find out what that class size is. That is so huge, okay? Oh, acceptance criteria. What does it take to get in? If a college requires a 3.5 GPA and a 28 on your ACT, and you have a 2.5 and a 20, are you in? So you got to know, are you on the hunt for that, okay? Living arrangements. Have any of you guys seen a college dorm before? Yeah. What do you think? Large, spacious, country club-like atmosphere. Closet with a bed in it, right? Okay. You guys, you got to go and check them out. They're all different, okay?